Welcome to the movie track. Today's video is going to be an interesting take on a very special film, Mrs. that I recently watched. Do watch it till the end and tell your opinion in the comment section. I have often been skeptical of remakes, as they frequently lack the depth of the original and fail to honor the essence of the story. However, one remake that truly stood out for me was Gajni, a rare example of a well crafted adaptation. Since then, no remake has managed to impress me until now. My recent watch, Mrs., directed by Arati Kadav, finally broke that streak. While I wished for a more impactful climax and a deeper resolution, the film still left a lasting impression with its fresh and compelling take on domestic oppression and the struggles women face within households. More often than not, remakes struggle to capture the magic of the original, but this one took me by surprise. It turned out to be an unexpected gem, one that resonates deeply with me, and I believe it will do the same for many of you. The movie revolves around Richa, a woman who marries into a traditional family and her journey of adjusting to her new life. The portrayal of her struggles, dreams, and silent sacrifices is what makes the film stand out. The character of Richa, played by Sanya Malhotra, is someone we can all relate to in many ways. Especially as women, it's beautiful and sometimes heartbreaking portrayal of a woman who's forced to put aside her own aspiration to become a part of someone else's world. If you have watched the original Malayalam film, you will already know the essence of the story. However, Mrs. offers its own fresh spin, making it more relatable to wider audience. There is a lot of emphasis on the life of newly married woman and the adjustments she has to make in her new home. The movie captures the struggles of living in a traditional households and the pressure of maintaining the familial role of wife, but without compromising on her identity, dreams, and desires. Now let's talk about the key elements in the movie. The cooking. The way cooking is portrayed in Mrs. is simply mesmerizing. From the rich colors in the kitchen, shots the traditional methods of cooking. It's almost as if food becomes a metaphor for the larger theme of the film. Watching Richa prepare various dishes, especially in the scene where she dances and cooks, caught in her emotions, is not just visual treat, but also a reflection of the emotional turmoil she is experiencing. It's these moments where you see Richa's inner conflict between following her dreams and meeting her family's expectations. And then there's her father in law who watches her in silence. That scene, when Richa is cooking and dancing while he observes, speaks volumes. There is this sense of helplessness in Richa's character, a feeling that despite all the effort, she is not really being seen. It's a feeling that many women, whether in traditional or modern setting, may recognize. But here is where it gets interesting. While there are moments while Richa's efforts feel unappreciated, the movie doesn't just leave you with a sense of defeat. It keeps you wondering, will she continue to accept her fate or will she break free? Does Richa ever make a move to change her life? Or does she simply surrender to the daily grind of duties and expectations? That question is what drives the movie forward. And trust me, the resolution is something you will want to see for yourself. Sanya Malhotra's performance as Richa is absolutely stellar. She brings a layer of vulnerability to the character that is impossible to ignore, whether it's in the subtle expressions or the emotional scenes. Her portrayal of a woman caught between her dreams and duties is powerful. The way she embodies Richa's internal struggle is both heartbreaking and relatable. You feel her frustration, her exhaustion, and even her hope, all through Sanya's skillful performance. There is also the cultural nuance that the film taps into so beautifully. The moments of small romance, traditional cooking methods, sharing tea during the early days of marriage, and of course, Karwa Chauth scene. They have all woven into the narrative so naturally. These moments gives us a window into the life of a woman in traditional setting, where certain routine and expectations are passed down from generation to generation. For instance, the difference between pulao and biryani. Something that might seem like a small detail actually holds a lot of weight in terms of tradition and family culture. But what I found most striking was how the cooking sequences were framed. There's this vibrant use of colors, the way the spices swirl into the food, The texture of the ingredients, and the intricate movements of the hands, it all adds another layer of meaning to the film. Cooking, in this case, is not just about food, but about survival, self expression, and sacrifice. One of the things I really appreciate about Mrs. is how it acknowledges that many women live with these sacrifices. Some women feel that it's worth it to give up their dreams for their families, but others, like Richa, might start questioning the purpose of their efforts when they feel they are not being seen or appreciated. The movie does a wonderful job of presenting these nuances and exploring the complexity of women's lives within traditional settings. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, but this sounds like the Tamil remake that came earlier, right? Yes, the Tamil version of The Great Indian Kitchen did come out in 2023. And while the acting was good, I must admit it didn't leave as strong an impression on me. It felt like it didn't capture essence of the story in the same way. That's where Mrs. truly shines. It makes modifications and adjustments to the storyline that are well suited for the audience, which helps create a stronger emotional connections. I recommend this movie to everyone. Men, women, married, single, young, old, anyone who has ever felt the weight of expectations. It's a film that speaks to the heart and it's beautifully executed. From the way Richa's dreams are portrayed to the dishes she prepares, everything feels grounded in realities that many women face it in their daily lives. And I must say, the way Sanya Malhotra pulls off her character is worth the watch alone. Mrs. is available on Z5, and I strongly urge you to give it a go. It's a movie that will make you reflect, connect, and maybe even appreciate the silent sacrifices that often go unnoticed. So that's my take on Mrs. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you decide to watch it. What do you think about Richa's journey? Does it resonate with you as it did with me? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.